Welcome to the Wonderworld. Say hello to Failure World. Where all your
Yes, game. I am sure that I want to change my language to English.
To die.
Yeah, exactly. Well, welcome to Balan Wonderworld on the PlayStation 5.
And no, before you ask, this is not called Balan Wonderland, even though we got a whole Mandela effect going on with that.
The PS5 supports adaptive triggers. I've tried it. I have no idea what the hell that is. Like
what's blurred out?
What's what? Sorry.
There's an option that was blurred. Oh no, wait, that was the. Menu.
What? No, there's nothing blurred.
That was blurred out earlier.
Now. Don't worry.
Whatever.
Yeah.
The point is, the game claims to have adaptive trigger support, but I've tried it. I played it. It doesn't seem to do anything. But anyway,
okay.
You can to start with something positive. You can change the ethnicity of your main character, so that's a nice touch, I guess.
Also, to anyone saying, "Oh, this game looks better on certain platforms," it technically does, but even still, just going off of this character model right here and there. God, the in-game art.
This game feels like it belongs. This game feels like it belongs on the Wii. And the Switch version looks like a
great PS2 game.
Yeah, and the Switch version runs like garbage. Okay, so let's start picking Emma Cole, aka the female protagonist that you can pick. So, what's her story? What little of it there is.
Oh, I can't wait to get to the novel tips, but that's for later.
Yeah, later, Joe. Hold on.
Who actually played the demo for this?
Me.
I did.
Me too. Dwibs?
No.
Anyway.
So.
Oh my God! They're whispering behind her back, apparently, and that makes her sad. It's not that they can be talking about anything else. Like, I love how she immediately.
And that is pretty much it you get for Emma's opening story.
Yeah, this is the first problem. The story is way too vague for its own good. Like, the game is trying to go for the Nights into Dreams formula. The problem is that if you look back and look at the intros for both Nights games, the intros were actually elaborate and actually properly explained visually why we should care. Whereas in here we just see yeah, this is the white skin and black hair Emma Cole. But anyway,
okay. Like Pedro did mention, one of the few good points of this is that they actually did go out of their way to render CGI cutscenes for all the different skin colors and representation tones of the characters. That's something I can actually appreciate.
Is this what took up the game's budget?
Well,
probably.
I would say it was, except for the fact that really, for the two characters, they only get like one cutscene each to themselves.
Basically, yeah. Okay, so already I can already tell that Emma is very egocentric because she immediately assumes that everybody's whispering and conspiring against her, and that's what makes her sad. So here's the thing: compare this to something like what happened with Ellen from Journey of Dreams, where the movie actually specifically explained how she regrets leaving her mother behind and leaving her hanging and everything. So it was an actual proper issue that actually was relatable. This, on the other hand, I seriously doubt that there's a lot of kids out there who are constantly worried about what everybody else around them is saying. But whatever.
Also, the poor rich girl may have her employees talking behind her back.
Yeah, that's another thing. Yeah, she's rich, as you can see. I mean, she lives in a big mansion full of maids. And she, okay. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying rich people aren't depressed or anything. Of course, they're capable. Of course, being rich doesn't automatically mean happiness. I get that. But you have to explain what exactly is making her sad. As far as this cutscene is telling us, she doesn't really have much reason to be this sad as she is.
Let me put it like this.
I mean, the visual storytelling kind of shows that they're talking about her, but I think we do need to see more of it.
The problem here is that we don't know for certain if they're even talking about her. It's implied
I think it's heavily implied with how the cutscene is directed, personally.
Well, okay, as someone who's read the novel, and believe it or not, she's actually more of a main character in the game than she is in the novel. Apparently, it seems to be just more a case where she thinks that they're talking bad about her. But, hey, you thought that the cutscene was bad. Let's check out
Now,
Leo
yeah, believe it or not,
Craig's
Shiroi, that's the good intro, because Leo's intro makes no sense at all. Just check this out. Alright, awesome.
He dances good, and they want to join him.
And look at that, they even clap for him and everything, but he's still sad for some reason. What?
And before you ask, Shiroi, this never gets explained in the game.
Does it get explained in the novel?
Yes! In fact, a lot of stuff gets explained in the novel, but believe it or not, there was a way to actually know the dealio with him if you checked his profile on the website, as I mentioned in our talk about.
So let me get this straight. In order to properly understand what the fuck is going on, I have to both buy a novel and go to the game's official website. Brilliant.
Look, I'm just gonna say this. For this game being full price at $60, that novel should have just been included with the game.
Fortunately, recently it had a massive price drop. I managed to get it for only 24 euros on the PS4, and since you get a free upgrade, I'm playing it on the PS5.
Unless somebody buys it for me, I'm not getting this.
I'll just say this. The sad thing is that if you want to care about a protagonist, just stick with Leo. Because according to the novel, Emma ain't really that much a protagonist, so much as she is Balan's assistant in the grand scheme of things.
Well, if it helps, so that's the one I'm sticking with, considering, I mean, he's supposed to be my proxy in the game, so, yeah.
Let me put it like this. Emma arguably has more agency to do in this game than she does in the novel. And the novel is clearly supposed to be the canon story going about, so...
Okay.
Make of that what you will.
So, Dwiz, you're surprisingly quiet. What do you think of these opening scenes?
Definitely opening scenes.
They're more like opening snippets. Again, it's so vague and short, and again, you can't understand a blipping thing of what's going on. Like, okay, let's compare this to Will's story from Journey of Dreams. Essentially, Will's spiel was like, well, he used to have a good relationship with his dad, but as his dad suddenly had to go on more business trips, Will felt like they were falling apart more so. Heck, you don't even need all the dialogue. The visuals definitely helped with so much as that plane flying away. This feels like it's trying to go for that, but it's clearly failing.
Yeah, you can tell the story is trying to operate on the Knights formula.
So, Pedro, I
the thing
think
is, like,
Yes, sure.
I mean, okay, I hadn't read the novel, so like ignoring that for one moment, we'll bring it back in a bit. But I at least could try to explain the situation with the girls scene. But this, I don't know. I've got nothing.
He's literally. I swear to you, Zero. Like this was the first scene I see from the game when I played the demo. Like, and this scene makes no sense to me. Seriously, literally everybody in this park loves him, and yet he still gets sad. Naka, here's a little tip for you. Context makes people understand what the fuck is going on.
Apparently his answer would have been to check the novel or this or that.
You'd think Oshima, the director of the original Knights game, would be the one directing this, but no, not Oshima was only doing the art direction, which is baffling to me because Naka is a programmer, not a director.
But Pedro, Naka didn't truly want to make a Knight successor, seeing as how this sadly plays nothing like Knights.
Well, it doesn't play anything like Knights, but the story is clearly aping the Knights formula.
Story.
Well, Jim,
so basically, as Pedro is showing, which
yes, Dwibs.
Whichever that didn't stop people who during the initial announcement for this game supporting this one just to spite Sega because no Knights.
So well, that's the thing, Dwibs. Even though the intent may not have been there to do it as Knights. Just look at this, it's flipping Knights, like intentional or not, it really feels like he was trying to throw the Knights fans a bones, but instead ended up giving them the red hot poker up the arse.
It's true, Dibs, like as Knights fan I can tell you that. Go, yes, sure, go on.
Especially with later on, where the game kind kind of teases you with what could be night-style gameplay, but you don't get that.
Not just that, but okay,
what's
might as well talk
another-
about might as well
Speaking
bring
of
up another
which-
positive stuff. First of all, Oshima has still got it. Oshima's art direction is pretty great. The in-game graphics don't do his art justice, but we'll get to that. The point is, I really love
I
the
also really like Balan's design.
yeah, Oshima's character designs are still as on point as they've ever been. Incredibly creative and imaginative.
That's kind of cursed.
Also, the Square's Visual Works department, aka the department that made all that beautiful CGI that Square Enix is known for, they're still on point with the CGI cutscenes in this game look absolutely fantastic. So,
Oh, Pedro, I've actually got a good fun fact about that. Believe it or not, these CGI cutscenes almost did not make it into the game. Square's Visual Works had to practically beg Naka to include this. That's right, Shiroi, we might have gotten even less story in the game originally.
basically, Shiroi Naka doesn't really care for story in his games, according to him at least, and he didn't really want to have that many cutscenes. So eventually, Square Enix's executives were the ones who kind of strong-armed them into including, no, you have to actually have some kind of context to what the fuck is going on.
So here's how the world works here. Whereas in Knight's Journey of Dreams...
Oh, hold on, Jova. I have to let me mention what Balan is saying. I'll be Balan. Basically, he was saying that, oh, you guys have your hearts broken or whatever it is. Let's go and find your heart. I'll take you to my world and blah blah blah. And that's basically what he said.
That's actually what I was going to mention. Whereas in Knights, the kids happen to have dreams that pertain to their problems that they obviously need to solve in the dream world to grow as better people. Here, apparently it's about a piece of your heart missing here and there. Oh goody, the Tims.
Who did these graphics? Did they hire some people from the developers of Time and Eternity?
Yeah, like I said,
It's
the
like
in-game
night and day going from the CGI cutscenes
the in-game
to
graphics.
I was going to say, I hope you like all that visual presentation, because you're getting none of it for the rest of the game.
The in-game, that's the thing. And keep in mind, I'm playing the game on the PS5, which is the game console-wise. The gameplay is best on Series X and PS5. It looks slightly better, and it has a flawless frame rate. If you try to play this game on Switch, not only does the game look like garbage, but it runs like garbage.
And mind you,
fine too, by the way.
Now, about the Switch running like garbage, keep in mind, folks, you see how we're moving slow as molasses? Imagine that amped up with the Switch version.
That's the thing, Jova. Remember, like in the demo, he actually runs slower, but they increase the speed in between the 3 months until the
slightly, very slightly. Like yes, okay. It's
so
not
let's start
unbearable as the demo.
hey,
Chapter
1.
Hey, you know, this looks
the
like
man who
be an interesting environment. Oh wait, no, there it all goes.
So yeah, welcome to Chapter 1, Act 1.
More bland-looking venture.
The man who rages against the storm. Okay, we don't know who that man is yet, but so that doesn't tell me anything. But let's keep on.
Pedro, I'm sure like any good game, the level will.
Whoa, Jesus Christ!
The story of this.
There's a giant farmer looking at me. What the?
Let's go try talking to him. And oh wait, no, he disappears when you get close to him. Well, maybe we can talk to these wolves. No, they disappear when you get close to them. And here are the Tims with you.
Why do they do that?
Jova? Novel?
Okay, so in the novel, it's explained that the reason things or people disappear when you get close to them is that supposedly it's them shying away from the protagonist trying to bust them out. Basically the way to describe the novel is think of it like a big revolution against the bad guy, where essentially in the book's case, one main character, Leo, is busted out by Balan and, not even really Emma.
Hold on, Joe, we got our first outfit. The Tornado Wolf outfit.
Oh, no, the costumes.
You press X to perform a spin jump that can damage enemies in brittle blocks. Yeah, sure. Okay, Jova, finish your point, and then I'll explain the buttons, Jova. Go on.
To sum up why the stuff disappears close to you, the stuff that's supposed to disappear, because, that's apparently intentional. Story-wise, it's because they're shying away from being helped.
Okay.
I'll explain more later.
To get into...
Pedro, I think you mean the button.
Yes, let me get... I'm about to get into that, right? Yes, basically, to get into the gameplay. Balan Wonderworld is a 3D collective...
No!
What?
you died in a very BS manner.
I think you're a bit ahead of us, but whatever.
Yes, Pedro, go ahead.
The point is, Balan Wonderworld is a 3D platforming collectathon. Also, why is that farmer so big? The point is...
Mental cognition.
Okay, so, Dwebs, question. Guess what X button does? Gems. Okay, guess what square button does?
Jump.
What does circle button do?
Jump.
What does triangle button do?
Jump.
What does R2 button do?
Jump.
And
What does the
L2.
analog button do?
Yes, everybody. Yuji Naka apparently thinks we still live in the early 90s. Naka. Look, Naka-san. Yes, that worked in in the Mega Drive Sonic games. But you realize we're no longer in the early 90s, right?
Not only that, here's a big
2021.
difference. Also, here's a difference. You could arguably still do more in the Sonic games because that was on a 2D plane.
Hold on. And here's our collectible, the Balan statues. Allow me, because we're getting a speech balloon right now. So allow me. The more statues you gather, the more worlds you can visit. I promise to reappear when I see fit, and by that I mean almost never.
Okay, so here's the stupid thing. You know how in most cases there's a good reason why you need to collect something in a game to proceed? Yeah, going off of this game, Balan's just an egomaniac. He'll only allow you to proceed if you collect a certain amount of trophies that bear his moniker. And no, Shiroi, the story does not address this.
Not even the novel?
Okay. The trophies aren't in the novel.
Oh, okay, sure.
And here's our bad guy, Lance. You won't know his name is Lance just by playing the game.
Yeah. For the record, that character's called Lance. Not that the game ever tells you, like Jova said. But it's okay. He throws at you 3 enemies that are just as easy to kill as Goombas. So you're fine.
That being said,
so there you go, Dwebs. That was our intimidating villain, Lance. What do you think?
That's it.
You know, Lance from Pokemon was more intimidating than him, and he wasn't meant to be intimidating.
But don't you see, Dwebs? It's Balan versus Lance.
Oh my god, why are the NPCs constantly dancing, Jova? Why don't they stop?
Because it's supposed to be charming, Pedro, but...
Is it?
Okay,
Let them dance. Let them dance.
So here's a bit of a tidbit. You notice those Tims, aka the bird rabbits that follow you around? Be wary, because sometimes levels have nasty tricks that can kill them. And if you don't have enough Tims with you, the end goal won't let you exit the level.
Oh, really?
Which means that essentially Balan Wonderworld is one long escort mission.
I've never actually run into any problem. I've never actually run into any problems with the Tims so far, and I'm about to start level 11, World 11. Sorry. So who knows? Maybe the later levels do, but so far I just ignore the Tims, and so far I've been fine.
It probably helped that you didn't let any of them get eaten in certain areas because, yeah, some enemies can actually eat the Tim.
That's the thing. I don't know, Joe, but trust me, I literally don't even take a look at them.
Okay,
I ignore them completely. So
to your credit, I didn't even know this myself either. I just found it out by watching a review, the Just Bad Games review channel when they did a review of this game. Yeah, they found out that if apparently if you let enough bad stuff happen to the Tims, you won't be able to leave the level.
One mention okay, here's our second outfit.
I'm guessing it takes a lot of work to
The Jumping Jack.
Well, okay. According to them, it can be easy to happen without knowing. Also,
you can change costumes with the L1 and R1 buttons, and you can there you go. The Jumping Jack button allows you to do a Yoshi style of double jump, where you use that right there, a Yoshi style jump, basically.
Here's one problem: changing costumes can be very cumbersome because
don't worry, Jova.
Spinning animation every time he did that.
Let's save that into Act 2, because it's in Act 2 where the terrible costumes start to show up.
No. I was talking about so much as swapping between the costumes. Like, every time you swap between costumes, you have this cumbersome spinning animation, which, trust me, when you actually play the game, you will feel every second it takes to swap them, especially when you're in the middle of battle.
Okay.
This game was so monotonous.
It is. Trust me, Shiroi.
And you just played the demo, Shiroi. Trust me, the full game is Whoa.
No, trust me, Shiva, the levels get more and more boring as the game goes along. But anyway, the point is...
Well, like I
Of
said
course,
off
Drew.
commentary, I didn't even finish the demo. I didn't want to.
Sure.
What a shame. You might have liked the ice level, but that's a big maybe.
A big maybe. I don't even like that. But anyway, the point is... yeah, the jumping jack allows you to do the Yoshi jump. Basically, you can always change outfits at any point. However, if you get hurt, you lose a jump. So basically, it kind of works like Mario's power-ups of sort in a way. So you need to have at least one outfit to survive one hit from the enemies.
Now, on the one hand, if you get hit and lose a costume, the good news is you can get that costume again. The bad news is that you have to trek back, get the key for the costume, then unlock it again just so you can get that costume again. Now, to be fair, you can actually stockpile on costumes. That said, you have to repeat the process of getting
Hold on,
them over
Jova,
and over
because
again.
now it's balance bout time. You did well to find me, little one. Now I shall let you have a bit of fun. Harness my powers well enough, and I will give you some great stuff, huh?
Sure.
Rhyming.
I'm
Hey,
r-
Dwibs, he rhymes. Isn't that nice?
Yeah, this is what Shira was talking about. Okay, this is when we get to do some cool flying knight-style gameplay. Nope. Here's what Balan's Bout is. It's a giant QTE.
And mind you, these are some of the worst QTEs I've ever seen. You'll understand when
I love the
Pedro
music.
explains.
It's the same QTE every time as well. by the way.
I love Balan's theme, but that's about it.
Oh, sorry, Pedro, you got it great. Might as well quit and give up now.
Yeah, basically, we only get the Balan statue of a Balan's Bout if you get it perfectly. Don't worry, Joe. I let her get this off screen, so you're fine. I'm fine.
I know. But it bears explaining, folks. If you don't get an excellent on every one of these QTEs, you aren't getting that trophy.
Meaning this
Can get very annoying.
Meaning this will be a waste of your time. Here's how the QTEs work.
No, it's your
Here you go. See right there. Look at the silhouette. There you go. You have to press X when it's perfectly in sync with Balan's body.
Imagine how awkward this was for me to do.
Yeah. Not to mention, there's another one. Like if you see multiple silhouettes coming towards, and that means you have to mash the button, and that one is incredibly easy. That one you always succeed because it's easy as fuck.
Shame they don't explain that's how it works.
I have a question though. What exactly was he? Where exactly was he just now? What was he attacking and why?
Well, okay, in some versions he's battling Lance, but yeah, otherwise I don't know what the hell he was doing.
Does the novel explain that?
Not from what I recall.
Well, in this case, we're
Basically,
fucked.
I did my best job to research that novel without having to pay money for it because screw giving any money towards this game.
Yeah. Oh, well, at least we get the fanfare.
The Piece of Hearts. Okay, yeah, to give this game credit, one of the good things is definitely the music.
Yeah, the music is actually really good in this game.
But okay, here's the annoying thing
Wish I
about
could
Balance
do it.
Bout. So here's the annoying thing about Balance Bout. You think, oh, if you fail it, you can repeat it? Not that simple. You have to exit and re-enter the level, which means you would have to lose all your progress if you wanted to try and immediately do it. Otherwise, just try and complete the level later on. That's right.
Not
you only
doing
get
any
one.
of that.
No, thank you.
Yeah, you only get one shot at a Balanced Bout. Like, what kind of consumer hostile precinct do you go with on that? We are not in the 90s of gaming, for Christ's sake.
Yeah.
That's up there with, the archaic live stuff on steroids.
I
The
also...
music was done by
Ryo Yamazuki.
Ryo Yamazaki and Hironori Anazawa.
Oh, really?
Oh,
So
by the way-
that's weird because of this. That second one is not credited.
By the way, guys, the Tim system can be pretty fun if you're willing to stand around in the hub world doing nothing while the Tims do their thing.
That's a thing, Jova. Even that will not help you because, as I will demonstrate various times in this playthrough, the Tims will eventually get out of the wheel on their own anyway. So you can't just let the game idle. See, there you go. Okay, it's random. Sometimes they'll stay there a long while. Sometimes they'll stay a short time. It's completely random. Anyway, no, I'm not. Fuck that. Those drops all those drops you find in the levels. Those are used to feed the Tims. For those of you who have played Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure 2 will probably recognize this as a throwback to the Shao World and Shao Garden from the Sonic Adventure games. Unfortunately, this is even worse than the My Dream thing from Journey of Dreams. There's little... Okay, in My Dream there was nothing to do in it. In here, what there is to do in it is incredibly tedious, boring, and repetitive. Press X to pick up...
getting into getting the you-know-what.
Press X to pick up a Tim. Yeah, don't worry, I'll bring it up. Yes. If you do all the Tim stuff properly, you'll be able to unlock the best outfit in the game. The Balan outfit, which allows you to fly and break the game and basically render the entire game. Basically, it renders the entire game. What? What is it, Wibs?
No, I was just laughing because you said you could just break the game and you could just fly. You could just fly over the whole level.
Yeah, you can just fly over the whole level.
You kind of can. Now, Dwibs. As amazing as that power sounds, you can still lose that power up in one bout. And when you hear what you have to do to get the bowing costume, and the fact that you have to repeat some of those steps after losing it from just one hit, or the game glitching out, because yes, the game can glitch out and cause you some BS deaths, it's arguable about whether or not it's worth it. And even when you do get it, congrats. The game pretty much just becomes even more of a joke than it already was.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, the Tower of Tims. The Tower of Tims is this thing where you have to construct by having the wheel spin a certain number of times. I've reached level 30, which means now it created that glass platform thing. Now I need to get to 70 to unlock the first section of the Tower of Tims. So you're probably wondering, what do you get for completing the Tower of Tims? If I remember correctly, you get a trophy for it, and that's about it.
But Pedro, you get to see the Tims play on the tower.
Great. Unfortunately, unlike the Chao from the Sonic Adventure games, these Tims were not programmed with different personalities that make them distinguishable and therefore, easy, cool, fun pets to take care of. No, they're just, every one of them acts the exact same cheerful, generic way as all the others. So as a result, there is little to no incentive to try this AOI thing. Seriously, I don't understand, what exactly was even the point of this feature.
Yikes. Well, we're off to quite an amazing start with this game, aren't we? Well,
absolutely.
Well, sure, Dwibs, what are your first impressions of this wonderful wonderland of a game?
Well, since I've actually seen this much of the game, do you want to go ahead, Dwibs?
So far, it's not really looking all that impressive.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't get better.
Don't worry, it doesn't really get any better. In fact, it gets worse. So, sorry, but anyway,
see you for next time.
See you for next time.